I don't want to keep y'all here all night, so I'm going to spit something I wrote last year. I feel it's very appropriate. Oh, my name's Simeon Carson, Simeon Symbolic Carson, representing Compton, the PA's department. And it's called You Can't Cage. You can cage a revolutionary, but you can't cage a revolution. See, they hashtag Black Lives Matter, and everybody want to favorite and retweet. But how can you say Black Lives Matter when you ignore the genocide that occurs in these streets? You can hit the share and like buttons when you scroll down the page, but what is that doing for our brothers and sisters constantly being put in the grave? See, this ain't a fad, a style, or a trend. This is a campaign to defend the lives of our family and friends, our brothers and sisters, our children, our neighbors and kin. 200 years of state-sanctioned violence. America, when will this shit end? Corrupt police officers, shooters get a paid vacation and walk away with a grin. We all put a hoodie on Facebook, but soon as we forget, they go and do it again. So we struggle and scrape with fists raised as we march and we chant. We want to put an end to the violence, but for some reason, they trying to say that we can't. And you could jail a revolutionary, but you can't jail a revolution. More black bodies in caskets than a mass execution. They assemble with guns and stacks of handcuffs for arrest. Undercovers disguised with pepper spray for our rides and bulletproof vests. But shit, I don't know why. I go outside and police helicopters is patrolling the sky. I ask myself, like, why they want to shoot us down? It's another crime scene, another black man on the ground. He fit the description, but no evidence ever get found. They tell us, sing Amazing Grace, but ain't nothing sweet about this murderous sound. Mike Brown is dead, yet the killer was never indicted. So we scream, Black Lives Matter, and rise to the occasion to fight it. You can imprison a revolutionary, but you can't imprison a revolution. We say Black Lives Matter, and guess what they say? All lives matter. But that ain't the truth. Why is it that when I go outside, I'm one of the first ones that they shoot? Are white lives threatened on a regular basis? Have you ever been in a courtroom and seen a white man get a sentence that's racist? How often you see a white man that fit the description or was convicted without proof, evidence, or a witness? In the last year, how many white people been shot down by police? Why do black people get stuck in jail when white people get released? Why can white people walk at night with hoodies, Skittles, and iced tea? Why do I get pulled over at the light, not the white person beside me? They tell me lies about a post-racial society, but ignore all the rights and freedoms they constantly deny me. I scream Black Lives Matter because I know in this country they don't. We not looking for violence, or maybe we are. Nah, we looking for hope. That was a little remix, but you can silence a revolution. It used to be black bodies hanging in the southern breeze. Now it's black men choked out on New York streets. Or black men shot down on Los Angeles curbs. Killing BLM protesters and saying what they said was terrorist words. It used to be Ku Klux Klan and constant lynchings. Now it's arrest us for nothing and keep us stuck in the system. They're trying to sexualize our women and criminalize our children. And they got a state-sanctioned, justified, approved stamp to kill us. Rise up, brothers and sisters. This is our time. I'm screaming Black Lives Matter to the day that I die. Black Lives Matter when Mike Brown was killed in the middle of Ferguson. Black Lives Matter when police commit a homicide and skin color was the only determinant. Black Lives Matter when Brother Africa was gunned down in the daylight. Black Lives Matter when Pasadena PD shot Kendrick McDaniel from a car like a drive-by. Black Lives Matter when Oscar Grant got killed at Fruitvale Station. Black Lives Matter when Mama's crying because they know their sons and daughters won't make it. Black Lives Matter when Troy Davis was executed for nothing. Black Lives Matter when pigs pull you out your car and accuse you of something. Black Lives Matter when LAPD stood over Rodney King kicking and punching. Black Lives Matter when police say they want justice, but you know that they bluffing. And we go to the meetings. Black Lives Matter when freedom fighters become political prisoners. Black Lives Matter when police arrest a BLM protesters defending us. Black Lives Matter when every guard wheezed and screamed that he could not breathe. Black Lives Matter every time you see a chalk line where a black body lied in the street. Black Lives Matter 60 years after Emmett Till's killer was able to walk home free. Black Lives Matter in the 60s when They shot Diesel down and said he hopped the fence with a bad knee. Black lives matter when life sentences bring death. Black lives matter when little kids get killed over BB guns. Black lives matter when you find out there's people in the South that still get hung. Black lives matter from the East Coast to the West. Black lives matter, so now it's time that we demand our respect. Black lives matter if you arrest me and throw me in prison. Black lives matter when the system makes a racist decision. Black lives matter till our legs get out and we run out of breath. And if we don't show them we matter, they're gonna keep killing us till it ain't a damn one of us left. And you could cage a revolutionary, but you will never, ever cage a revolution.